Right then, good morning everybody. Excuse the dressing gown, but it is about 5:30 a.m. And what better time than breakfast to do a breakfast challenge. So here I've got the world's biggest breakfast sandwich. In it we've got 10 sausages, 24 bacon medallions, 5 fried eggs, a portion of mushrooms, and I've got some beans on the side just to keep it varied. I saw some approximate, and an 800 gram Tiger Loaf bread. All in all, I weighed this out, is 6.3 pounds of food. Not the biggest in terms of volume, but that is a hell of a lot of bread. I saw Cattlemans Steakhouse, big up to them, they do the best challenges. I'm doing a proximity of this, and as per the Bangers and Mash one, until I can get down there, I tried to make my own version. I believe they give you half an hour to complete it, so I'm going to try and do the same. And that means that it's time to set the timer and make some bad decisions. Right, I have no idea how I'm going to try and eat this. Part of me wants to try and do it like a sandwich, but I'm not sure that is an option. So let's maybe try and smaller sandwich it up. Excuse everything blocking. Okay. Oh, that looks good. Hello everybody and welcome to a Wayward Feaster's Nick solo challenge. No Steve today, so it's just me tackling the ultimate Tiger bread breakfast loaf. As I said in the video, I saw this at Cattlemans and thought, well, why not? The great thing about doing a breakfast challenge at breakfast time, I guess, is I haven't had time to do anything stupid like eat a load of cakes before I do it. So, yay me on this one. Yep, so that's a mistake I've made more than once before, is trying to take on some of these monster challenges with something of an already full stomach. Maybe the trick to doing this in the future is to eat all the challenges at 5 a.m. And if you're wondering why I'm up at 5 a.m, well, I'm just that kind of weird. A lot of people, the bean juice is going to be invaluable in helping to get this bread down. It was. It really, really, really was. I think the original of this was just the 24 rashers of bacon and the eggs with the tiger bloomer. I wanted to add a little bit extra to it. A couple of reasons. One, I failed the beans on the Bangers and Mash challenge and I couldn't whip that down, so I had to get my revenge on the beans. Two, I've always known about mushrooms, but I quite like them, so I wanted to set myself apart. And 3, you can't have a breakfast sandwich without sausage in it. If anyone I know is watching this as well, there is mayo in here. I know a lot of people get freaked out by my having mayo on hot breakfast sandwiches, but it is the best. You have to excuse the camera rocking, that's me trying to cut through this very, very, very tough loaf. I do stand by everything I've ever said about having mayo on hot breakfast sandwiches. I've taken so much abuse for it over the years, but seriously, it makes all the difference. And if you haven't tried it, don't knock it. Or otherwise just add to the hate. I'm used to it anyway. But still, like I said, I'm still kind of enjoying it at this part. I do assure you that that changes before the end of the video. This does become something of a slog. But, you know, it's a breakfast sandwich, so a slog with a breakfast sandwich is still better than most other days, I think you'd all agree. But this is probably the biggest breakfast sandwich I've ever tried to take on. And I'm not going to lie, there is a part of me that does feel like some of these items might be ruined for me for a while now. But, you know, I'm sure it'll come back around soon. I said that with sausages after the Bangers and Mash challenge, but then again, here I am a couple of weeks later eating sausages. People who can't drink fizzy drinks first thing in the morning. I love that it always gives me a proper start to the day. I was thinking
yeah, I stand by that as well. I can literally drink fizzy drinks 24 hours a day and quite often do. I mean, the amount of them I get through is absolutely scary. And on that note, there's Aldi own brand Dr. Pepper. Don't sleep on it. Actually delicious. One of the better own brand drinks you're ever going to find. Not that this video is sponsored by them in any way, I promise. I wish. If they want to sponsor me, more than happy. And by the way, Aldi, if you are listening to this, bring back your own brand vanilla Coke. That is seriously as good as the real thing. And I do drink it by the absolute gallon. And, you know, if I'm training for food challenges, drinking gallons of Aldi vanilla Coke is something I would really, really, really like to do. So yeah, hit me up. Please, 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 please hit me up, Aldi. didn't we just? And just for context, I do eat bread, but mostly wholemeal, just because, like I said, when I'm not doing this kind of stuff, I'm generally a bit of a healthy and fitness nut. I eat well, but white bread is one of life's great pleasures, and I was really looking forward to it, but by this point, I literally never wanted to see a loaf of white bread ever again. As you can see, this is where the struggle was starting to become a little bit real. That bread was starting to sit like a bit of a brick in my stomach, and I could just feel it expanding in there by the moment. But alas, we soldier on, because I made a stern stuff like that. And see, we're reaching more and more frequently for the drinks here, and I've got to get another one.
Need some more of Aldi's finest imitation Dr. Pepper.
And there's me singing the praises of Aldi's finest Dr. Pepper again. I'm not even saying that sarcastically. It really is pretty fine, and I'm damn well enjoying it. And it really is helping get this bread down at this point, because as you can see, I am really struggling here.
I remember thinking like this about carbonara, where it was the last thing in the world I wanted to eat anymore.
Yeah, if you saw my Italian feast video, you'd see how excited I was to tuck into the carbonara at the beginning, and just how defeated I got by the richness of it by the end. And I had the same kind of feeling here with the bread, that I was just looking forward to a proper nice white bread sandwich. But after nearly 2 pounds of it, the enthusiasm does start to wear off a little bit, and it did take a little while before I could look at a loaf of white bread again, let alone contemplate eating one. And to be honest, I don't think I'm quite there yet, but I'm sure something will pique my interest soon that makes me want to dig in and get back on the loaf train. I'm going to copyright that.
That is a remainder of the sandwich.
One thing you will notice here is a genuine look of joy on my face at the concept of eating just a bowl of baked beans, because after all those carbs, it went down a
And at a time of 21 minutes, 25 seconds, that is the ultimate Tiger Bread breakfast sandwich just about completed. And I've also ruined breakfast stuff for myself for quite a while. Peace, everybody.